We're back at the beginning of the main mission, the first main mission, Bottle Street, Clevering Boulevard, all that good stuff. It's time to eliminate High Overseer Campbell.
Easy, damn it. Keep him in the boat. Canal's got enough shit in it as it is. Good. Keep him coming. Hey! What is it?
I think that last one was moving.
What?
Yeah, the little one.
Not possible. I inspected them myself. Keep them.
Moving no more.
She was shy in the month of hearts, hiding from my scented letters. A sun-dappled cure for my loneliness, she was smiling in the month of rain, eating figs straight from the tree, a dream of sailing around the isles. She was wed in the month of clans to her sailor cousin from Quiero, a shrill bird drilling at my chest. She was dying in the month of songs, struck by a disease from the east, a terrible kiss on her distant lips.
Dead from the plague.
Better them than us. At least some of them had money.
Good. Keep them coming.
Sorry, I can't help you. I don't know this area well.
Attention, Watchmen. This district is now considered a highly infected area. Residents are to be escorted to adjacent neighborhoods or delivered for immediate deportation to the flooded district. Remain in position until qualified personnel have completed the removal of infected bodies.
He says to bring a bottle, I bring a bottle. He says to bring food, I bring food. He says to undress, I undress.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. The following businesses have been closed and impounded by the state due to contamination. Barrow's Barbershop and Surgery, the Duke and Dancer Ale House, Merritt's Printing Firm, Pennyworth's Tack and Saddle Emporium, and the Smoke Street Dice Hall. Attention Dunwall citizens. This is a special announcement from our Honorable Lord Regent.
This is the Lord Regent speaking. It is with regret that I announce that my term as Lord Regent has been extended through the month of harvest and potentially beyond. In addition, in this continuing crisis, the overseers of the Abbey of the Everyman remain in service to the state and are empowered to enforce order whenever and wherever necessary. We owe our thanks to High Overseer Campbell for the generous loan of their services.
Attention Dunwall citizens. Following direct contact with an infected or weeping individual, you are required to remain in isolation for 2 continuous days. If signs of infection occur, report for transport to the flooded district.
Lay your butt on the roof and watch the street, see who comes to the almshouse, and see if that old lady knows anything. She's blind, but maybe she heard something. Slackjaw.
Go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen. If I was a birdie, I'd want to do that. Yes, I would, indeed. I think the little birdies are sad today. If I was a birdie, I'd want to do that. Yes, I would. They've always gone on the left. You never listen. I think the little birdies are sad today. I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen. I think the little birdies are sad today.
Be careful, Corvo. They call her Granny Rags. You wouldn't recognize her real name, or even the name of her family, but an emperor begged for her hand once, and rich young men fought each other for her favor. I watched her consider them all, measure their worth, and find them wanting. Then, she made a different choice. You're on your way to face the High Overseer, the leader of a great cult dedicated to loathing me. What will you do, I wonder?
Double jump.
Granny, 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 come out with me instead. Granny, 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 you can't because you're dead. Dear? Is that you, my dear husband? My eyes aren't what they used to be. Have you seen my little birdies? The dear things must be starving without their granny. Here, birdies. Here. Oh, my. I think I have gentlemen callers again, but not the way I used to, not the nice ones. I hear them, and they're not very polite ones either. Granny Rags, let us in. Ah, well, they'll go away again if they know what's good for them, but what a bother. Here's the key to the front door, love. You'll see to those ruffians, won't you? If I was a birdie, I'd want that. Yes, I would, indeed.
Let us in, Granny.
I bet she can't even hear us.
She's blind, not deaf.
So we're here to do your washing.
She's not stupid either.
Have it your way. We're here to take your money, Granny.
We're wasting our time. How much could she have? She just...
Come on! Let's get... She's blind, not deaf. We're here to do your washing.
She's not stupid.
What the? Come on, let's...
Wrong button.
She's blind, not deaf. We're here to do your washing.
She's not stupid either.
Have it your way. We're here to take your money, Granny.
We're wasting our time. How much could she have? She digs in
Trash for a living.
Let's get a drink. I'm dry as an overseer's prick.
I think the little birdies are...
She's been digging for 80 years. Must have found something. Hear that, Granny? Whatever you got, Slackjaw gets a cut. Nothing personal. Just Bottle Street rules. What? Come on, let's get this guy. Whoa! Let's see what's inside you. She's blind, not deaf. We're here to do your washing.
She's not stupid either.
Have it your way. We're here to take your money, Granny.
We're wasting our time. How much could she
have? She digs in trash for a living.
Let's get a drink. I'm dry as an overseer's prick.
She's been digging for 80 years. Must have found something. Hear that, Granny? Whatever you got. Are you asleep? Get up. Come on!
I think the little birdies are sad today. Oh, my dear. I knew you'd help me with those ill-mannered boys. My brave man. Listen, Granny has a birthday present for you. I got it from the outsider, and now I'm giving it to you. Go on. It's upstairs. On the vanity. I think you'll cut a nice figure with it. Remember how we used to dance? Our parties were even grander than those at the Boyle Manor. Everyone wanted to come. Granny, come out with me instead. Granny, you can't because you're dead. I hope you like the little gift I got for you. It's the least I could do for turning those louts away. I can't bear these Bottle Street children. Ruffians, every last one of them. Rotten apples. And that Slackjaw is the worst lot. You know what I just thought of? You could do something else for me. Another little favor. And I'd give you another present. Another lovely rune carved from the bones of a dead whale. Do you remember my doctor, dear? Dr. Galvani? Now there was a clever man. He's got all sorts of nasty rat guts and disease in his laboratory. Wouldn't it be a shame if some of that mess found its way into the Bottle Street Gang's elixir still? That'd teach 'em. See to it, dear. I'll find you another present just like the first. Galvani lives on Clavering Boulevard, or at least he used to. Those were the days. Now run off. My baby birdies are hungry. So precious. But they're shy. You'll have to go, or they won't come.
It's the fourth day of the month of rain. Morris is sick, and so are the children. I've avoided it thus far, which is good fortune, since it has fallen on me to take care of them. The city watch comes and goes, knocking on doors and asking for signs of plague. Even our neighbors cannot be trusted. Earlier it was difficult to keep the children quiet. Now they sleep most of the time. The flies have set in. I try to keep them away, but I can barely get close. They sting so. Most of the time Morris won't answer me when I try to talk to him from across the room. Morris is gone. I don't know what I'll do. For now, all my hope is reserved for the children. Leaving the flat for a while. Near dawn, I found some plague bags from a guard booth while no one was around. It took a while, but I got Morris into one of the bags. At least his face is covered. Young Robert has passed. The star of my sky is gone. At least he stopped breathing in the middle of the night. She was such a headstrong girl. I could hardly believe she was overcome. She was always near as I cut up hagfish or vegetables, arguing with me about everything. It is the fourth day of the months of the wind. It has settled into me that they are lost to me, all of them. I cannot bring myself to call the dead counter.
check you over. And there's an inspection fee.
There's a void with Bottle Street and there's a void with you. Let me out.
Oh, you don't want to talk to us like that.
Fact is, Bottle Street is here to take its cut. So reach into your pockets and let's get this done.
Yeah, and the inspection fee. We can't help it. Just the way we do things on Bottle Street.
I'm trapped. Let me out. I'm trapped. Let me out. Hey. Let me out.
The doom of Odyssey has come to the sea.
Hey. Anyone there? I'm trapped. I owe you, brother. I want to ask about the mask. I wouldn't want my face seen either, pulling a stunt like that. You know what? I'll return the favor. Come by Griff's shop. That's my business. Well, it was, at one time, but now I'm reduced to scavenging things from here and there as the city dies. If you need anything, I wouldn't mind trading for a little money. Maybe someday the plague will blow over and everything will go back to normal. But until then, it's scavenging for me.
Bone charms, a sailor's blessing, they say. The carving itself is a practice from long back, passed from father to son, to old man Salt, to Greenhorn still getting his sea legs beneath him. In the old times, men cut into the tusks of ice, seals, and into the arm-long fangs of bears that roamed the isles of north of Tibia. Once the whale trade began, the practitioners went to engraving the bones of the great beasts, rendering charms that sing in the night and grant some small boon to man's vigor or defense against pregnancy.
Want to look at some of the things I found? Good prices, I swear. Come on up. The more people die, the cheaper it gets. Buy them.
Wait, did you touch the door handle to Dr. Galvani's lab?
Yeah, I think so.
Then you have to scrub. The rats get their vital essences everywhere, the doctor said.
Vital essences? Does that mean guts?
I think so. So your hands need scrubbing. You're unclean.
Unclean? That's nonsense. Can't we just...
No, I told you. With rubbing alcohol or white vinegar.
All right, all right. What is he doing there all day? Ambrose says he breeds rats that carry the plague.
Your friends are ignorant. The doctor is a brilliant man. If anyone can save this city, it's him.
The royal physician is going to save us. I hear his new elixir is twice as good against the plague.
I don't understand how Galvani can admire Sokolov. Royal physician or not, I hear tell he's a beast. A superstitious philanderer who spends more time with prostitutes than he does in the laboratory.
Is this what it's going to be like when we're married? It is, isn't it?
I hope not. I'm telling you now, I don't have the endurance for it.
That's just ridiculous. Stupid rats.
Plague.
Elixir. Bunch of crap.
Huh? Burn! Damn it! To arms! Just die!
Wait, did you touch the door handle to Dr. Galvani's lab?
Yeah, I think so.
Then you have to scrub. The rats get their vital essences everywhere. The doctor, someone's over there.
Can someone help me?
Help!
Then you have to scrub. The rats get their vital essences everywhere, the doctor said.
Vital essences? That means guts?
I think so. So your hands need scrubbing. You're unclean.
Unclean? That's nonsense. Can't we just...
No, I told you. With rubbing alcohol or white vinegar.
All right, all right. What is he doing there all day? Ambrose says he breeds rats that carry the plague.
Your friends are ignorant. The doctor is a brilliant man. If anyone can save this city, it's him.
The royal physician is going to save us. I hear his new elixir is twice as good against the plague.
I don't understand how Galvani can admire Sokolov. Royal physician or not, I hear Telly's a beast. A superstitious philanderer who spends more time with prostitutes than he does in the laboratory.
Is this what it's going to be like when we're married? It is, isn't it?
I hope not. I'm telling you now, I don't have the endurance for it.
Stupid goddamn.
Dear Miss Benton, while cleaning my study, I ask that you constrain your efforts to strictly to the floors. Please, at all costs, refrain from attempting to clean or arrange my bookshelf. In fact, it would be best to keep away from it altogether. Otherwise, I'll have to reconsider the terms of your employment. Regards, Dr. Galvani. P.S. Since I'll be out of the city for a few days, I've left next week's pay as well. The bank was closed, so I'm afraid it's short by half. You can count on me for the remainder next week, of course. Used to be you'd go out with a bag, a stick with a nail on the end, and catch as many rats as you could in a night. City watch paid by weight. My husband Benjamin and I mostly worked alone, and we got by. If we found a place where the rats were real bad, sometimes we'd hire a crew of street rats to work with us. The younger ones who didn't make trouble. We'd pay them with bread and apple cider. Once the plague came, the rats were different. Meaner, bigger, and a little quicker. You had to watch yourself. If you got cornered, they'd turn, and the swarm would come back at you. I barely got away with my skin a few times down in the sewers. The bites hurt afterward, but it was the sounds they made that stayed in your dreams at night. It got more dangerous, and the city watch started paying better, but it didn't last long, because after a while, too many people had been stripped clean trying to fill up a bag. One slip and they'd be all over you, gnawing and trying to chew you down to the bone. That's how I lost my poor Benji.
Obviously, the plague rat is distinct from the ordinary rat, but in what respect? Its size and the coarseness of its fur, and I believe in intelligence, although the experiments there are not complete. Coriander Zoological Survey describes only the ordinary rat, which means plague rats have only been here for 5 or 7 years at most. This was not a gradual migration. Could they have been introduced on purpose? Perhaps by a foreign power.
For over a year I've studied this cursed plague, collecting and dissecting rats by the thousands. Given their rapid gestation and maturation cycle, it's been possible to breed them for numerous generations. The rodents themselves seem immune to the plague, but they pass it readily between members of their own species, perhaps through mites. The blood of the rats tells its own story, allowing me to gauge the number of generations that a given group of rats have lived with the plague. As such, a nagging question remains. The rats collected in the poorest parts of town and the slums exhibit the oldest strains of the plague, while those found near the docks, where the foreign plague-bearing rats would presumably have entered our city, exhibit a younger strain of plague. Does this mean that the rats were transported to the slums in some way that is not obvious? I will continue my research. If nothing else, I am living proof that Sokolov's elixir and Piero's remedy are very effective at protecting against the plague, if one consumes enough of the stuff. Little is known of Pacati, credited with this series of pamphlets arguing against the whaling trade. While he is gifted, his views are nonsense and threaten the economic underpinnings of the empire. Enslavement on the breeding and husbanding of whales versus hunting the beasts in the wild after a natural and free life cycle. Pacati offers no solutions for where these massive malevolent creatures might be pastured. Dissolution laments on the destruction of social bonds between herd members. Pacati actually uses the term families. Hominy, drivel on the aesthetic wonder of what is in reality the great and terrible ocean that ever threatens to swallow us, includes arguments on the gentle nature of the roots, a notion refuted by the seamen who returned to shore wide-eyed with tales of the whale's savagery. Disruption. Here Picardy is on his weakest footing, issuing up the fevering warnings against the displacement or transference of natural beasts from their native environments. I've been asked to tell the problem, so here it is. It's been every year that we work like men. Going mad during the month I don't hardly see my family. It's bad enough that the works is clogged with trash from the catch, pieces of crates and nets, but the water smells of hagfish guts too. We got to get it done before the month of rain, or you know what. And it ain't like we get help from those pricks in civil engineering either. Been at this job for now 28 years, and I've never seen one of them come below except to measure Willet Hole when they go putting up one of their fancy new bridges. So these last 3 years been the worst, and here's why. It's the river crust moved into the works. We hear a man ahead and yell and scream like he's burning up, and we all climb up fast. No other choice. I've been invited to a soiree at the Boyle estate. Of course I wanted to attend. The 28th day of the 7th month, the month of high cold, is the day I met Anton Sokolov at the Academy. Why would I tarnish the anniversary of the most important day of my life by licking aristocratic boots? I have no time for fools. I will be solving the riddle of this plague. Perhaps I'll raise a cup of Tivian Red.
To keep the children inside. I told her.
That's nice.
This whole place has gone to the hounds. This whole place has gone to the hounds.
Much of the public still harbors false beliefs related to the plague. It is not true that the bite from river crusts will protect against contraction of the disease, nor is it true that crushed morley orchids act as a remedy, though it is speculated that both of these ingredients are used in both Sokolov's elixir and Piero's remedy. Consumption of these products before exposure to the plague constitutes the only known means of resisting the disease. Further, the Abbey of the Everman warns against superstitious practices. Not only is it ineffective to burn 2 hagfish and a cat together, inhaling the vapors while chanting the name of the plague dead, but it is also considered heresy by the overseer and will be met with the full measure of the Abbey's laws. Tell your neighbors and practice these things yourself. Avoid contact with the infected. Consume your ration of elixir daily, preferably in the morning, and report anyone suspected of carrying the plague. Everyone must work together to stop the spread of the dreaded contagion. Restrict the restless hands, which quickly become the workmates of the outsider. Unfettered by honest labor, they rush to sordid gain, vain pursuits and deeds of violence. Of what value are the hands that steal and kill and destroy? Instead, put your hand to the plow, the fork, and the spade, for even the lowliest labor that is rigorous squeezes the muscles as a sponge, rinsing impurities from the mind and body. Sorted human remains, strong appetite. One bag of deviant pears, rotted and bruised. Rots, uninterested. One tin potted whale meat, eaten. Human torso, no trouble finding corpse parts. No feeding, aggression increased. Incident of cannibalism. Incident with previous maidservant, will withhold feeding until first day. Month of darkness.
Hey, don't you owe me a drink? You're such a choffer.
This is just ridiculous. Stupid plants. Plague. Elixir. Crap. Stupid goddamn. Dublin somehow. Harvard and Gallery. That's it.
Born and raised in Bristol, I spent my formative years in our smaller cities before settling in magnificent Dunwall. There in the capital city, I learned to appreciate the finer things. When the opportunity arose to document my travels to Serconis, Tivia, and finally Morley, I left my position as a clerk for the late Lord Estamont. Perhaps like so many in Dunwall, I suffer from being excessively cultured, but I found Morley disappointing. Over the course of this journal, I explained why I find the Festival of Churners to be tiresome, despite the high banners, bare feet, and red robes, and why their renowned jellied ox tongue is something I will be struggling to forget for many years to come. Galvani, the latest case should arrive within a week, containing all the components you need. Be careful with the whitewashers. Can't have you getting fussy jaw like the tanners at the edge of the city, poor bastards. Sorry you have to practice in secret. The vivisectionist should be celebrated, revered even. Cutting up rats should be done in the town square with a crowd of eager students taking notes, not in some dirty little secret room behind a wall of books. Anyway, lucky for you to have an old friend who never left the academy. Let me know what else you need. But remember, it might be a month before I can put together another shipment. Yours in knowledge, Artemis Moore, procurement clerk in Academy of Natural Philosophy, South Wing. P.S. Next time you're nearby, come in for an afternoon. We've stayed fairly insulated from the plagues, since so few come here and go here, and we've got quite the stock of Tivian brandy.
Ain't he just a boss? Like Slackjaw?
No, this is one odd bird. He sorts with crazies, does rituals and the like, bone charts and stuff. You sound afraid. Right? Doubting the ordinary man. Touched by the outside ways, give him dark powers. He can slit your throat across the room.
Well, that'd give him a leg up for sure.
It's no coincidence that most men won't get whisper his name.
Is it true that he lives in the flooded with them weepers and wild hounds?
That's what they said. It plays for a big killer guy.
There's a strong drink made here. I tried it once. Distilled from river crusts by the taste of it. The brothels sprang up around the distilleries. They are inseparable. The river rushed in when the barrier broke. The whole district went dark. There is a strong drink made here. I tried it once. Distilled from river crusts by the taste of it.
Picked up anything good?
Craxton, I'm coming tomorrow to check on the batch. Make sure you're wearing pants this time, and stick to the recipe. 1 part Sokolov's elixir, 1 part beach gum paste, 2 parts sugar water. That's it. The more of the real stuff you cut in, the less there is to spread around and the less coin I make. This ain't a charity.
So he goes, not to the Abbey or the office of the High Overseer, or one of the other groups, where they train the Overseer to be real religious. Crazy. He just wants to know where his brother's going. He sneaks it. You know Eddie. Probably get at it when he's sober.
Brimsley job.
So he goes from room to room, kids sleeping. The Overseer giving a lecture to the kids. A couple guys training with those hounds.
What a kid to be.
Some kind of machine. Then a woman laughing.
That's an e-slapper, Rodney. Okay, I got one for you.
Well, give it.
Okay, here goes. The nobleman later
Scullery man. So loudly they made quite a rhyme.
the nobleman's wife took the butchering knife, carved herself some peace and quiet.
Oh, I get it. The wife done cut them both, right?
Yeah, that's the gist. Now it's your turn.
Oh, let me think. Okay. Yeah, I got one. Ready?
I'm listening.
There once was a sailor from Morley who fancied a woman most sorely. He gave her his cash, she gave him a ration, and that's all. There isn't no Morley.
You win. You win.
Well, I know 100 of these old rhymes. My mama used to tell them that. Damn it!
That's an e-slapper, Rodney. Okay, I got one for you.
Well, give it.
Okay.
Here goes.
The nobleman laid with the scullery maid, so loudly they made quite a ride.
The nobleman's wife took the butchering knife.
Carved herself some peace and quiet.
The wife done cut them both, right?
Yeah, that's the gist. Now it's your turn.
Oh, let me think. Okay. Yeah, I got one. Ready? Get up. I know you're here. Here you are.
got anything to smoke or eat. Psh.
Someone help! You're going down.
I knew you wouldn't disappoint me. Now I can stroll along the waterfront in peace. And don't think I've forgotten your little gift. Go on upstairs, dear one.
was a whaler's gaff hand. 50 years old, at least. This guy fought for the Empress.
Forget his old ass. I can't even remember the Empress. We tagged it plain.
Under Clavering Street is ours.
Come on. What's the take?
20, plus 2 elixir.
Look like 25 to me.
Look here. It's 20. It's 5 each, counting Lou.
You want me to check your pockets?
Let it go, kid.
Don't call me kid. You think you can cheat me? Somebody, get over here! I'm gonna beat you! That's the end of you.
Never mind him. Should have kept his mouth shut.
Someone wants to get hurt. What? And lost.
That will never wash. Never, never, never.
What's it look like? Blow off, Hayburn. Lost that damn rat already. Never get
Did you hear?
Morris was dragged off by the overseers? Black magic nonsense.
Another night, another patrol with you.
Glad to rest. At the Academy, they cut the flesh of the dead and trap the lightning from the sky. Why am I so cold? The great ships
Fucking longer do I have
in
my
their hulls.
I hear the second day is when the skin really starts to come all the way off. Is that true? Or is it the itching that really gets you? Or the rats?
Jasper, isn't it? It's not so bad in here. Except I miss your wife.
Ha! You don't scare easy, I'll give you that. But that'll change.
Psst. What a sight you are in that mask. I know who you are and what you're here to do. And I can help. Unlock me and I'll buy you a drink in a couple of days. By the void, I'll buy you 100 drinks. Feels good to stand up straight. Thank you, Corvo. What you're here to do tonight is of the highest importance. We've got to find Emily, so kill Campbell and make it quick. Once it's done, search his body for the journal, his notorious black book, and get out of there. Campbell is meeting with a guard named Kernow, and word from my informant is that Campbell is going to poison him. Maybe you can use that to your advantage. All right, I won't be of any help here, so I'll make my own way back to the Hound Pits pub. If I see Samuel the boatman, I'll tell him to pick you up in the backyard, behind the office of the High Overseer. May all the spirits guide you, and may our enemy's head hit the floor without you taking a scratch.
I was just reading in the archive about the Heretic's brand. It sounds painful. Have you ever seen the ritual?
I've never seen the Heretic's brand used.
No, it's a rare occurrence. But I did spy the face of one so branded. A former member of our order, of course. Out on a retreat, we passed through a fishing town and saw him begging.
What were his crimes?
Who can say? The brand is reserved for an overseer, or even the High Overseer himself, who violates our codes and must be cast out permanently. Remember the 7 strictures, and you never need worry about such matters.
I will.
Once they are brought here, they never leave. The Overseers always find the way they seek.
Should we gather for whiskey and cigar?
Never doubt it.
Did you get caught in the lockdown last night?
6 hours. Searched the place top to bottom. And nothing to eat but the swill we hand out free. Of course we didn't find anything.
Did I ever tell you? One time one of the second floor shutters got stuck open, and I thought I could slip out. I couldn't find a way to...
The Heretic's brand is reserved for those overseers who have committed heinous acts against the Order, but have not broken codes that would otherwise result in execution. No contact, aid, or shelter can be given to one bearing the brand. That person is forever unwelcome to the Abbey and its affiliates. When used, the brand is applied to the forehead so all can see the sins of the recipient. The chemical compound acts immediately, scarring the heretic for the remainder of life. The interrogation room here at the office of the High Overseer stands ready for branding ritual should the need arise. The recipient must be strapped into the interrogation chair and restrained as the brand is applied. The heretic brand itself is to be stored in the same room.
What we have is a man, aged 30 perhaps, slender, Unusual tattooing on the face and chest. Probably superstition. Heresy. Wearing some sort of industrial mask when we brought him in. Stolen out of one of the whaling factories from the look of it. You're one of Dowd's men, aren't you? Caught at last. Give us a name at least. What's wrong with his eyes? Opium? Laudanum? Are you with us? What's he doing? Some kind of fit? He's gone. Here it is, a pen, hidden in one of his gloves. Subject has administered some kind of poison. The effects seem to have been lethal.
To break him out of Coldridge Prison. That's clear enough. But why Corvo? The one man feared throughout the Empire.
He's as skilled as they say. He got through there with half the watch looking for him.
He had help, yes, but how far does it go?
The trail goes to Martin, but Martin goes everywhere. Everywhere.
Not to the flooded district.
Known movements return after an official deployment of roughly 2 months. After departure from Gristol, mission included stops at other major isles at the behest of the Empress Jessamine called. When arrived bearing ill news, immediately apprehended for her murder. Last confirmed sighting entered sewers under Coldridge Prison after escaping execution under unusual circumstances. Testimony from citizenry, Trey Dover. Person matching subject's description seen conversing with unknown woman near the front gate of the Academy of Natural Philosophy. Person matching subject's description seen fraternizing with ox herds just outside the city. Overheard conversation implying one of the parties involved had knowledge of subject. Search of the district based on subject's prior position of authority and privilege.
Somewhere, scum. Where are you?
When I find you, it's going to be bad.
Nice. I know you're here.
I hear the Watch is having trouble holding the side streets.
Bunch of children playing games, that's
Good, good. And your niece, Callista, isn't it? I'm very concerned about her.
She'll be found. My men are searching district by district.
Poor girl.
Callista's a resourceful one. Probably found a safe place to hole up in all this chaos.
If my overseers hear any word, I'll come straight to you. Time for drinks. I hope you won't refuse. It'll make this business pass all the quicker. The servants must have been in here. Let me see.
Seems I have the wrong one.
Not that one. No. Ah, here we are. Now if you'll join me. Men will come get you when we're finished. Keep each other entertained in the meantime.
I don't understand how this got so unpleasant.
Oh, I agree. A whore dies and suddenly this. Will you have wine? It's a Tivian Red.
Thank you.
What on... Who's been in here? I owe you an apology, Captain. This is hardly the hospitality I planned for you. Well, time to do this the hard way.
What was that, Campbell?
Never mind. It's a stroke of luck for you, Captain. I'm forced to break out the real vintage. Leave the men here, or we'll have to share with all of them.
Very well, Campbell. As long as we get this little dispute settled.
You see this painting? Believed to be early Sokolov. Something primal in there. The way the brushwork slashes across the canvas. curse those fools at Coldridge for letting Corvo get away. Who knows what the man could do now? Hiram, or the Lord Regent, as he asks us to call him now, seems to have faith in all the Sokolov security devices he's put up all over the city, but I'm not so sure. At least the girl has been moved to a place. Visiting her twice a week has given me ample opportunity to inspect the facilities, as they say. So there's an upside, at least.
Outsider is something else, not a flesh, a being that haunts creation. Is something else, not a flesh, a being that haunts creation.
Overseer's gone. They wade through chest-high waters with their hounds.
She's my sister. She's not a witch. I know her.
Out of the way. You expect preferential treatment just because you are her brother? She will burn. All witches must burn.
Bertolt, don't let them take me! I swear I've done nothing wrong!
Silence your luck.
Someone's over there.
You appeared as if from nowhere. We would both be dead if not for you.
We are forever in your debt. I cannot thank you enough.
I must get my sister to safety. But first, I may know of a way to thank you. There's a safe in the bunkhouse. The combination is 203. Take what you want, and good luck.
I was asked, should we not tolerate the possession of simple bone charms among the populace? Surely this is a trivial matter, merely a cultural practice seen across the Isles, not as terrible as the creation and coveting of the more complex occult runes. Such an insidious question. This foolish distinction weakens our mission, while the stench of the outsider grows thick around us. Perhaps, as some claim, our ancestors tolerated these cursed practices during the times before our modern empire rose, to ease the lives of the lowliest serfs as they paved the roads to civilization. But there is no excuse for witchery in this brighter industrial age. Having educated the trials of many heretics myself, I swear that their eyes, as the clarity of pain took their lives, were grateful to be liberated.
effectiveness of Holger's device, or the mathematical beauty of the music itself. We've seen it in action against the forbidden practices too many times to deny it. But the question no one wishes to ask is the incantation itself black magic? The boxes are private. But what's inside?
Somewhere near, a man has just taken his last breath. His eyes are still open.
You're just feeling off, that's all.
It's no use. I'm sick. I can taste blood. It's been days. You know what you have to do.
Stop it! I'll give you my share of elixir.
Nonsense. I don't want to bleed from the eyes and lose my mind. I don't want to spread the plague to anyone else. Don't fall prey to restless hands. I'm asking you to do this, because you've known me for so long. Can you do it? Will you?
Yes, my friend. I will. Before you weep. Before you bring down the rest of us.
Thank you.
Turn your back, my friend. Recite the 7 scriptures. I will make it fast.
Restrict the wandering eyes that look hither and yonder for some flashing thing that easily catches.
But brings calamity in the next.
Should we gather for whiskey and some
Hey, Corvo. It's Samuel. I'm here. From the way I hear it, Campbell lived a pretty posh life. Maybe it's not my place to say, but men of the faith shouldn't live like barons. Are you ready to go? Okay, let's go. Admiral Havelock and Lord Pendleton are in the courtyard. I expect they'll want to congratulate you.
He's alive. Thank you, Corvo, thank you. My uncle's a good man, and one day he'll prove it. Here. I know you did this for the right reasons, but I want you to take this as a reward. It's an old heirloom one of my aunts gave me.
This is going to work. We have to take down the Lord Regent and all of his key allies. You did it! Somehow you took down the High Overseer Campbell against the odds. I knew you were our man, Corvo. With Campbell gone, we've hurt the Lord Regent immeasurably. And with Martin back, we'll have the finest strategist alive.
The Lord Regent must be shitting himself in Dunwall Tower.
Yes, and Campbell's journal, let's not forget. Our hope is that in these encoded pages, the location and condition of Emily Kaldwin can be discovered. Our entire movement will mean nothing if we can't place the rightful heir on the throne. We must act fast. No doubt the Lord Regent is holding Emily somewhere, waiting to reveal her, to step out as the hero and further cement his regency.
If he doesn't bring the young lady forth soon, there will be infighting among the nobles as to who should succeed the Empress.
Yes, time is against us. But now you should take a well-earned rest, Corvo. We will decipher the contents of the High Overseer's journal and share them with you later.
We'll have to find Emily soon. With Campbell out of play, they're likely to move her.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. You are reminded that assaulting a member of the City Watch has been made a capital offense, and guardsmen are authorized to carry out this sentence on the spot. The offender's possessions are legally forfeit.
Alright, and that's going to be where we pick up next time.